carajo. Ok, ok.
Every journey has its final day.
Solidify!
No touching! Next on the agenda...
Aquí este cedro. ¿Qué onda, Gaspar? Pues Henshin, güey. Misiones diarias. Normal, güey.
We're way behind schedule. Next on the agenda...
¿Qué onda, Roger?
Stabilize!
Get out of here! Out of the way! Born of ice and frost. Teamwork is dreamwork! Here we go! Yeah. Let's light it up.
¿Qué pedo contigo, Roger?
Next on the agenda... We're way behind schedule. Access denied. Let's light it up.
Ah, caray.
Adventure time. My experiment will succeed. Stand clear. I won't hold you back. Here we go.
Ok, listo. ¿Qué onda, dos? ¿Cómo andas?
Next. Ad astra abyssat.
A ver. Hoy hay de guía del esfuerzo, no del oro. ¿Cuál otro hay hoy? Ush, no está. Diablos. Ujú. 5 dominios, pero ¿cuál será bueno hacer?
Finding someone to chat to would be better than just standing around. Come on, Dad.
Ay, cabrón.
We're way behind schedule. Next on the agenda.
Dos, tres, dos. Creo que Giz los fines de semana está trabajando, güey. Algo así. Pero no manches, güey. De verdad estoy batallando durísimo con el calor aquí, güey. Está pasado de lanza, güey. ¿Estás cocinando dos? ¿Qué cocinas?
Adventure time.
Solidify! This is order. Solidify!
Access denied.
Let's light it up.
Start over.
¿Qué dice? Ah, oh, sí, sí, sí. Acá una estufa, güey, es para cocinar. ¿A cuántos grados están allá? Dos. Ah, qué chido, güey. 7, 8 grados, güey. Me quedaría yo, güey, por estar a esa temperatura, güey. Aquí está. Hijo de su madre, güey. Está fuertísimo el calor. Pero mal pedo, güey. Así gacho, güey. Estoy sudando, güey. Aquí hay villano. De verdad, güey, está mal pedo, güey, güey. Luego con los audífonos más, cabrón. Uf. De hecho, trabajar, güey, te lo juro que es un martirio, güey. Porque con la soldadura y luego traigo la camisola encima y luego la careta y todo. No, güey. Mal pedo, güey, de sudado, güey, que estoy todos los días. Sí, güey, por dos. Yo también prefiero el frío, güey, por... pero por mucho. Lo único que me gusta del calor es que puedo usar shorts, güey. En los shorts me gustan mucho. Ok, güey. Un tan uno era en la madrugada, ¿no? Sí, ok. Ay, güey, yo vieras cómo adoro estar en mi casa. De verdad, güey, o sea, como yo, pues, por mi trabajo, güey, estoy todo el día en la calle. De verdad, o sea, yo quiero que llegue la hora de estar en mi casa y punto, ya no quiero saber más.
Violet grass is a plant that enjoys a moist environment and is best picked after it rains. If you should choose to pick it,
Everybody stand back!
All hail.
Gather!
No touching.
I will have order! Gather!
Access denied. Higher, higher, hands on fire.
Solidify!
Hecho. Y sí. ¿Vives en la zona centro de la ciudad, güey? Ah, ok. Yo vivo también muy cerca, güey, del centro de Guadalajara. Pero muy cerca, güey. Sorry. De hecho, yo vivo en el primer cuadro de la ciudad, güey. Sí, de hecho yo te entiendo, güey. Eh, Aquí en mi casa, güey, también es eso, güey. En mi casa, güey, también es el punto donde todos se juntaban antes. Y me cagaba, güey, eso. De verdad. Era muy molesto para mí. Había veces que tenía ganas de llegar y ya no tener gente y llegaban aquí y se quedaban hasta las 3 4 de la mañana todos los días, güey.
Stabilize!
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Gather!
Off we go! Let's light it up!
Gather!
Off we go! Off we go! Cross over!
Ok. Sí, güey. ¿Será madera de pino?
Adventure time.
Sí.
Off we go.
Aguántame, ¿no? Aguántame un segundo. Ok, sorry. Ok, a ver este.
Adventure time.
Es que estas madres les ocupas pegar, güey, para que te suelten madera, güey. Y poder construir, güey, el burdel chido, güey, como tiene que ser. Creo que hay 5 tipos de madera diferentes. Aguanten, espérenme.
Hola. 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 Batman. Batman. Batman.
¿Qué pasó?
No, no pasó nada.
Solidify!
Access denied. Everybody stand back. This is long overdue.
Order guide you. Gather! Stabilize!
Access denied. Go!
Gather!
Higher, higher, hands on fire! Access denied.
Stabilize!
Take cover!
Stabilize!
¿Qué dices?
No, lo digo a mi hermano.
We should look for a place to take shelter. I'll be fine, but we don't want you catching a cold.
Off we go!
Solidify!
Adventure time! Everybody stand back! Time to go! Phew. Let's light it up! See?
¿Qué pasó, Gaspar? ¿Para qué me mandas mensaje, güey? O sea, si me puedes hablar aquí. Ah, aquí también hay pino. Ok, ok, ok.
Adventure time. Weather's not bad today.
Ah, ya sabía que algo estaba raro aquí,
I
pues sí.
jinxed it. Now it's bound to rain.
Solidify! Solidify! I will have order.
All hail!
¿Qué onda, Harper? ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo te ha ido? Bien, órale, porque muy feliz. Bueno, digo, qué chido pues, pero ¿a qué se debe?
When the sun's out, bathe in sunlight. But when...
Qué hueva, güey. ¿En serio? A mí eso me da flojera, pues.
Silly Maybe you're not used to the place at the... Maybe you're not used to the place... Maybe you're not used...
¿No? Este juego es de muchas cosas, Harper. O sea, literal, güey. Son un montonal de cosas de las que hay que hacer.
Maybe you're...
Subir a tu personaje, buscarle artefactos, hacerle la build, o sea, un chingo de cosas más. ¿Por qué lo dices, Harper? Abedul. ¿Quién y quién, Harper? De hecho, por ahí anda dos. ¿Pero jugar qué, güey? ¿Jugar Apex? ¿O qué? avisa entonces. ¿En esta? Sí. No sé, Harper. Desconozco eso. Sí, están muy chidas esas lámparas. Mm, Aquí vamos a hacer otra. Pues está bien, Harper. Mientras dure, qué chido.
Silly churl, Billy churl, silly Billy.
Esta madre, ¿cómo puedo mover esa babosada? A ver. ¿Qué dice? ¿Vas monita? ¿Ah? ¿Cómo puedo quitar esta babosada? No sé, pero tengo que quitarla, güey. No te apures, Harper. Gracias por pasar. Se agradece.
Maybe you're...
Ah, ok, 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 ok. Oye, mi gato que tenía yo aquí.
Huh?
Y que jule. Dos, quien te viera.
The one before you is known as Jade Seeker. Ah, and...
Adventure time.
No, no da nada. Ta madre. ¿Qué onda, Gisette? ¿Vientos, güey, tú? ¿Qué onda, rapiñas? Sin pedos, rapiñas. Que me agregue, güey.
Sample!
¿En qué lo está jugando? ¿En celular o en qué? Mira, si juegan en celular, este es el UID, güey. Que me agregue, güey. Bien, Gisette. Ahí va el burdel, güey. Ya puse cama y todo eso, güey. No le digas Daniel, güey. Dile Rapiñas, güey. Él es el Rapiñas mayor, güey. Más bien, dáselo tú a ella, güey, para que me agregue, güey. Deja ver cuántos tengo, güey. A ver. ¿Estás conectado, Giselle? Mira. Tengo 48 de 45. Ah, cabrón. ¿Quién chingas es pan con leche? No sé. Ah, el Sergio ya lo bajó, güey, mira.
Which should I choose?
Oye, Rapiñas, pero ¿en qué juega, güey? ¿En celular? ¿O en qué? Sí sabía eso, güey. Dice. Y, güey, ¿por qué estás conectado? Se supone que estás trabajando, ¿no? Pero cuando tienes el play apagado, güey, pues no pareces online.
Thank you for coming on such short notice, Honorary Knight. Well, to make a long story short, there's a particular matter at hand that the Knights requires your assistance with. Yes, it has been one thing after another recently. I have recently received multiple reports from the Knights of someone within the Lawrence clan.
The Fatui? Again? But who are the Lawrence?
There was a dark period in Mondstadt's history when the aristocracy ruled over the city. The hard-won freedom that followed with the fall of the first Dandelion Knight, Vanessa, spearheaded the revolution that overthrew the old aristocratic system and established the Knights of Favon. The aristocrats that had oppressed the people of Mondstadt were not—
Oh, Paimon gets it! So the clan's
We suspect as much, though we have yet to obtain any solid evidence. The reason I summoned— Unfortunately, the Knights of Favonius and the aristocracy have been at odds with one another for— We've already considered every possible way of resolving our differences, but it seems the descendants of the aristocracy remain antagonistic. No matter what stance we take when dealing with them, the outcome is always the same. We could come knocking on their door on the grounds of a search warrant, but if the investigation were to come up empty, all of our past efforts would have been wasted. You are in fact the best candidate to represent the Knights of Favonius. But you need not emphasize your role as the honorary knight. You are a traveler from a distant land, and you can approach the aristocrats in this way.
Reposo de qué, güey. ¿Qué sentiría cuando apaga la play? Todo cierra, me equivoco. Exactamente, güey. Sí, güey. De una vez ya la estoy haciendo. Chingue su madre la comadre,
Once you
güey.
come to friendly terms with the
Le tenía
Lawrence
hueva.
clan, you should be in a good position to learn more of their...
Whoa. Leave it to Master Jean to come up with such a thorough...
Perhaps such plans have become second nature after all the diplomatic issues I've dealt with. The name of the Lawrence clan member in question is Schubert. Lately, he can often be found strolling near the northern city walls. It is said that he is difficult to get along with due to his temperamental disposition, but if we approach him calmly, then things should... Thanks again for your help. If you run into any snags along the way, I'll do anything in my power to support you.
De hecho, no tengo Intramora, güey. Ahorita. Compré varias cosas. Tengo que esperar hasta mañana que se junte.
Who are you?
Hello. We're here to...
Hello? Did I hear? Huh. And I'd given that
Chinga
up
su
if
madre,
you would-
hombre.
Now, if you're somehow capable of understanding anything I've said, then
That's etiquette? Hyman's never heard of something so...
huh, in former times, when people knew their place and respected traditions, such conduct was only... And neglecting your manners would result in a swift whipping. Look at the world now. Rules have been... What did you say? You dare question the dignity of the nobility? I'll have you know that though the Lawrence clan is in decline, myself and others of noble... Just look around. The people are unruly and undisciplined. I, however, strive to save your words. I find your manners and bearing repulsive. I have nothing to discuss with the likes of... Besides, I am in no way obligated to instruct common. Now I have more pressing matters to attend to.
So this is
¿Por qué no
what
dos?
Master Jean meant by difficult to get along with. Let's head back and talk things over with her.
Muy waifu para ti, güey. Bueno, mucha waifu.
Well, if it isn't the honorary knight.
Güey, demasiado para niños, ¿de verdad?
I didn't expect to run into
Neta,
you
¿te has
here.
fijado? O sea, digo, está con animación así muy caricaturesco y todo, güey. Pero ¿te has fijado, güey, en las monas, güey? No son para niños, güey.
Huh?
Ni
Judging by your
tantito, güey.
expression, you must have run into some trouble. Master Jean tasked us with a special assignment, but
No need to get down on yourself. Sometimes things just don't turn out as planned. Even I can't guarantee useful You just have to keep at it and never give up. Hey, why don't you let me try to help? What's the problem?
Master Jean asked us to build a connection with someone named Schubert, but it turns out that he's a peculiar character.
Aha, Schubert! I know him. Let me guess. He said you didn't have any manners. I've been on the receiving end of his lectures many a time. the Lawrence...
You mean everyone in the Lawrence clan is just...
As aristocrats, they believe there should be a certain distance between them. However, there is one exception among the Lawrence clan. My good buddy, Eula.
Buddy?
That's right. Not only is she from the Lawrence clan, but she's also captain of the Knights of Favonius. Eula is special. She's not quite like the other members of her clan. She has, in other words, she doesn't really adhere to the strict rules and conventions of her. However, she's still quite knowledgeable about dealing with the Lawrences. I'm sure you'll see what I mean.
That's strange. If Eula is a member of the Lawrence clan, then why would Master Jean choose us for the task? Couldn't she just
Sí,
ask
está...
Eula?
Bueno, sí, te entiendo, güey. Es como...
Well,
Digo,
that's
pues
a
si
little
eres
complicated. Basically, the
fan de
Lawrence clan
Warframe, güey,
is
pues
frowned upon the fact
creo
that
que las
Eula
gráficas son
joined the Knights.
diferentes, ¿no?
Her family
Muy
members
diferentes,
don't
güey.
particularly care for her. In their eyes, Eula is nothing but a traitor to the family. She's very easy to get along with. Just explain the situation, and I'm sure she'll help you come up with a way to get along with Schubert. In fact, I think she's out in the wilderness on patrol this morning. You should be able to find her around...
Thanks, Amber. All right, you heard her. Let's go find Eula.
Good luck, you two. I've got my own matters to investigate.
Who would have guessed the Knights have a member of the Lawrence clan?
Oye, Guisa, ¿está muy larga esta madre, güey? La misión. No es así como la de Zombie, que era un putero de texto, güey. O la de Jam Fake, que estaba todavía peor, güey.
The Fatui? What are they doing here? Is that why Eula was sent on patrol here? Let's fight first and talk later.
Let's move. Looks like I went too far. This first detoxifying heat. The loneliness of death. This was well done. Gather.
No touching.
An unfortunate fault. I guess this is it.
¿No lo puedo omitir, güey? ¿O no lo debería de omitir? Ya veremos si no se puede.
You don't think twice before reaching
Pero si te estás dando cuenta, güey, sí estoy leyendo todo, güey. Me brinqué una parte, güey, del pendejo de Lawrence y ya está ahí, güey.
And now you get to stake a claim. You think you're stronger because you got to them first?
What?
That's right. I heard the commotion and came as swiftly as I could, only to find you two already fighting the Fatui. Not only that, you are making quick work of them too. If I didn't make my move, you would have been able to take all the credit. Still, I'm glad you're unscathed. Confronting that number of Fatui at once can be dangerous.
Sorry, Paimon doesn't understand what you mean, but...
Concern? Why would I be concerned for the safety of my arch-enemies?
Arch-enemies? Wait a minute! You were saying how how glad you were that we were unscathed a second ago.
By which I meant, if you were injured, I'd have to escort 2 strangers guilty of stealing my targets all the way back to which would mean you'd cause me even more trouble. My vengeance would be swifter still.
Huh? So that's how you see all this?
Yes, that's me.
Hyman thinks she's pretty strange. Although at least we can commute.
You dare to call someone you've just met strange? Forget the aristocracy. That's rude even by normal standards. Speaking of which, how do you know my name?
This is the honorary knight of the Knights of Favonius. And speaking of rude, he's so obsessed with etiquette that he's not even willing to
I understand now. That's my uncle, all right. But why do you mean to investigate him? I see. You have some nerve defaming a family member right in front of me. I will have vengeance for this too.
No. This is an assignment from Master Jean. It's just an investigation, that's all.
To the everyday citizens of Mondstadt, everyone in the Lawrence clan is scum. It's natural for rumors and unwarranted gossip.
Hard to avoid such a reputation when you're known as the ruthless rulers of old Mondstadt.
Oh, so that's what you think of me? Yet another transgression to avenge.
But didn't you see him first?
Curious. We've only just met, and you've already given me 3 causes for vengeance. I assume you need me to teach you the conduct of the Lawrence clan. Only then—
That's right. Amber told us to come and talk to you.
Well then, let's begin your training immediately. It'll be easier to train when we're back in Mondstadt. Well, we can put that aside for now. Besides, if it's the acting Grandmaster's assignment, and Amber's the one—
Hyman's confused. This girl's all vengeance this, revenge that. But she doesn't seem the least bit angry. Still, Hyman has met bigger weirdos before.
You finally arrived. There's no time to spare, so we'll—
Wait, hold on. There's something we need to clear up first.
So that's still on your mind, huh? Maybe you're the ones who can't let things go. Don't worry. There's a time and place for exacting vengeance. Besides, I'm not in the mood for any—
You need to be in the right mood.
I already have a long list of vengeance to exact. Even if I wanted to begin now, I'd have to— Who knows how long it will be before I get to you.
Well, if you have so much to take care of, wouldn't it just be easier to give us a clean slate?
Absolutely not. Stealing my targets, calling me a ruthless ruler, and suspecting my uncle. All worthy of vengeance. But you needn't worry. At least, not whilst we're investigating this matter. I'm sure you're familiar with the phrase, a man of moral integrity fears no slanderous attack. If Uncle Schubert didn't commit any wrongdoing, then any such But if he did commit a wrongful act, then he should bear the full punishment. I'm sure you understand. Good. Now, there are 2 key points that aristocrats attach great— Let's begin with your manner of speech. Aristocrats have a very unique way of—
Oh, Paimon's already learned some unique conversation. Mark my words, vengeance will be mine!
Cámara, Gizet. Gracias por pasar, güey.
Not even close. And besides,
De hecho, yo creo que nomás hago la misión legendaria, güey, y también ya le doy para atrás, güey. Hoy sí ando muy cansado, cabrón. Arre, güey.
Paimon learned it from you! And didn't you say not to call others? It seems you don't respect the rules of your own clan.
No, I've no need to trouble myself with such frivolous formalities. Here, for example, when greeting a friend, you could say, "As the morning dew greets the coming dawn."
As the—
However, such a phrase may only be used during the morning hours. Also, the party with whom you're speaking must be of approximate. Morning dew is not uncommon, so it expresses that friendship should not be measured by value. Yet also suggests that friendship between— Oh, no. You must be prudent with your words. Calling someone a good friend—
But didn't you just say my dear friend in your example? Hyman's confused.
Yes, I did. But you must know in the Lawrence family, dear friend is a set phrase that can only be used towards certain friends with whom one is acquainted, but not particularly close. It sounds much more pleasant to call an acquaintance a dear friend. So, another thing to remember. Aristocrats, however, if you were to use dear friend to address an intimate friend, the recipient would think that you were deliberately trying to estrange them. This is only the first step in making a greeting. After addressing one another, you then exchange courtesies.
Wait! This is all too abstract. Perhaps it would be better if you gave some real-life demonstrations.
Ah. Very well. Come with me. We'll choose some bystanders to converse with.
Oh, you're Eula of the Lawrence clan.
You there, lowly laborer. You stand in the presence of a member of the illustrious Lawrence clan. Please acknowledge the glory bestowed upon thee by the nobility... what comes next? Oh, right. By solemnly kneeling...
Huh? I can't make heads or tails of...
Hold on. What did they always teach me? Whenever a dispute arises, protection of your family's prestige and dignity... Got it. As a lowly commoner, you shall maintain absolute reverence when speaking with those under which you so graciously toil.
Is everyone from the Lawrence clan so strange? The days of the Lawrence clan's tyranny have long passed. I don't care what you're trying to do, just beat it. Like I said, I don't care what you're doing. I have nothing to say to any member of the Lawrence clan. And here's a word of advice. I wouldn't be caught dead walking too closely with any one of their like in Mondstadt. If that's all, I'll be going. I'm afraid I won't be able to control myself if we talk any longer.
Hey! Don't leave! Halt! Mark my words, vengeance will be mine!
Wow, the Lawrence name really does carry a terrible...
Never mind him. I could have predicted as much. Let's find someone else. You there, lowly toiler. You stand in the presence of a member of the... Please acknowledge the glory bestowed upon thee by the nobility, and... Huh? Why don't you respond? According to the custom, I must wait until you kneel complete... right. I mustn't look at you too long, or I'll be drawing more attention to our difference in status. Oh dear, I've already stared at you for quite a while. Fine. You may spare yourself the formality of kneeling, as it may be a little inconvenient. I shall continue. Oh, wait.
Hey! Stop bothering me or else I might say something you wouldn't like to hear. Then again, I've got no words for anyone from the Lawrence clan.
Again? What's with this attitude?
Yes, I don't think his attitude will change. If I keep grandstanding like this, the outcome won't be good. Let's try to find someone else to talk to. I'll remember your unwillingness to comply. Mark my words, vengeance will... You there, lowly worker.
Yeah, I've already heard it all before. Look, just spare me the time. Our answer's always the same. We've got nothing to say to the likes of you. I mean, seriously, can't you just take a hint?
Please calm down. We don't want to cause any trouble.
I know she's a Knight of Favonius, and that the Knights wouldn't misplace their trust, but the name Lawrence carries too much weight with it. Even to this very day, the descendants of the Lawrence clan are still scheming to reclaim Mondstadt and reinstate their aristocratic rule. And if that wasn't enough, here you are purposefully using their awkward way of speaking just to put on an act? Don't you...
You have a point. But mark my words, this transgression will not go unnoticed.
Huh? You want to fight? Listen here. I may be no match for you, but I'll be sure to lodge a complaint with the Knights of Favonius. I'm sorry, but I want her to understand that I'm serious. Listen here. If you don't want things to get more unpleasant...
Forget it. There's no point in quarreling any further. It's all right. This happens quite often. Let's
Paimon thinks we've seen enough. Actually, Paimon thinks we should apologize for asking you to demonstrate for us. We had no idea the feelings between...
What can we do? The Lawrence name is already a dirty word among every household in Mondstadt. Even 3-year-olds know the story. I see this kind of attitude all the time. Don't worry. What with me being a Knight of Favonius, they're usually willing to speak a few words with me. Perhaps my aristocratic manner of speech provoked them today. Believe me, it's not a big issue.
So this is the way things are normally for you? There's no need for them to direct their anger at you
That's the way things are. Perhaps it's just fate for those who have made mistakes. Accepting punishment is only fair, right? As memories are carried in the city breeze, the faults of such grievances are passed from one. At least I have a means of living a relatively normal life compared to the elders of my family. I have nothing to be discussed.
Yeah! Why were you so willing to try and demonstrate for us?
Oh, that reminds me. That last person will not escape my vengeance. Let's leave it at that. Just think of it as something I like to do. But unfortunately, you probably didn't learn much from those conversations. It seems we have no other choice but...
No need! Besides, the Traveler's pretty sharp, and nothing gets in our way on an adventure. Right? Right? We'll just have to roll with it for now. Let's just keep Eula from getting anyone else riled up.
Well then, I'm glad you learned something. You're already halfway toward mastering a proper manner of speech is more aesthetic than anything else. It stems from their taste for but we must also practice your bearing. I have a very effective way of training for this. Come with me to Dragonspine.
Qué hueva. La espina de dragón.
If you wish to truly achieve the dignified conduct of an aristocrat, you must learn to remain composed and elegant even... For example, you can see that part of the path up ahead is quite but a well-trained aristocrat would not only effortlessly proceed forward, but do so without a stain on their garment and their elegant...
Paimon thinks we've left the realm of aristocrats and entered the realm of adventuring. Compared to what we've already seen, this should be a piece of cake. Uh-huh. This is where you can finally apply some of your adventuring...
You look pretty... All right, let's get started. Remember, you must be graceful and elegant. Don't get knocked or launched into the air. That would be most unsightly.
Ay, pendejo.
Adventure time! Ow! That won't do. You've exposed your shortcomings. No need to worry. Head back to the starting point and try again. It'll be difficult at first, but remember, you... Not bad. A lot better than I had anticipated.
Paimon almost didn't make it through. So, are we aristocrats?
Don't flatter yourselves. This scenario was relatively simple. In the face of a real battle, one would seldom have a chance to stop and evaluate the situation. There's a ley line monolith just up ahead that will attract nearby monsters. True elegance is the ability to calmly yet swiftly make decisions in the heat of battle. My family set only the highest expectations for me. Let's proceed. This is the ley line monolith. Go ahead, activate it. But be careful not to get launched into the air or frozen while fighting. That would be most unsightly. You failed this time. What a shame. But not to worry. It's just training after all. Let's try again. Adventure time. Off we go! See? Huh? Everybody stand back!
This is order. Solidify!
Adventure time! Born of ice and frost. For Rex Lapis!
Okay.
Well done. Your performance was most... And you managed to remain calm even in these grueling dragon spine surroundings. I'm starting to wonder if even I could have done the same. Given such an outstanding performance, it seems there is little...
Like Paimon said, adventuring is our special... so, that's it for our training, right? Then let's get up...
Hold on. I was commending the Traveler's performance just now. You, on the other hand, seem to have made no progress.
What? You mean Paimon was also part of the training?
Yes, of course. You were frantically flying and dashing about throughout the entire thing. Not an elegant sight at all. Did you even listen to anything I was trying to teach you?
Yeah, that's it. It's too cold here. Besides...
Whatever the reason, not heeding my instructions. A cause for vengeance, perhaps. Now, drink this.
Huh? What is it? Are you trying to poison Paimon?
Certainly not. It's warm milk. Didn't you just say that you were freezing? Drink it and it'll...
Oh, thank you.
If I wasn't, then why would I care about you being cold? If you turned into a Paimon popsicle, that would ruin my plan. So, dear friend, don't—
Ah! Paimon knew something was off!
All in the name of vengeance. No need to thank me. Now then, given that your training is complete, it's time we return to Mondstadt. Our last step— I already have something in mind. Let's pay Sarah a visit at Good Hunter.
The air is just right. Oh, hey, Eula. I see you've met the honorary knight.
We meet again, Amber! Seems we're just bound to run into you these—
Well, I just got back and was thinking about grabbing a bite at Good Hunter. But now that you're here, why don't we—
Very well. It's been some time since we've last shared a meal together. Come, take a seat. We can discuss my uncle's—
Yes? Is there something else you'd like to order?
Could you please prepare a serving of my uncle's favorite, gebratenes Fleisch mit Sauerkraut? We'll take it as a gift to him later.
Coming right up. It'll take some time to prepare. I'll have it here at the counter once it's ready.
Hold on a moment. Is this satisfying salad also something that
No, she didn't order it. But because she didn't order any vegetables, I thought I'd throw in a salad on the house.
So, we clearly didn't order this, yet you prepared it without authorization.
You're gonna take revenge on her for giving us a free salad?
You should know me by now. That's the kind of villainous character I am. Well then, please wait a moment while I get the dish for your uncle started.
Delicious unauthorized delicacies. Sarah will pay for this.
Why would you choose gebratenes Fleisch mit Sauerkraut as a gift for your uncle? Paimon's never eaten—
This dish isn't actually on Good Hunter's menu. Only long-standing patrons such as my uncle would know about the dish.
Because of the sour flavor of the sauerkraut, not too many people are fond of it these days. Eula treated me to the dish once, and I couldn't even finish a bite. I've nicknamed it gebratenes Fleisch mit Vengeance.
I never expected us to have such completely different tastes in food. If I weren't in such a good mood, I'd say that constitutes— Of course not. It's hard to find someone in Mondstadt that attracts contempt as much as she does.
It's fine when you're just joking between us, but I'm afraid our honorary knight might misunderstand. Eula's always talking about vengeance, but that's just how she is.
But I am serious, and I'll remember every transgression committed against me.
Paimon's starting to realize that Eula is actually a very good person. There's no need to be so awkward when you want to say something nice.
Listen, you've never been late.
What?
So that's why you wouldn't understand how hard it is for a bad person to try to be good. It's impossible for me, and I have— All right, no need to look so sullen. I'm just kidding. Come on.
Oh, I'm stuffed. I'll see—
No need. I've left the Mora under the plate. If you try to settle it with her in person, she won't accept payment for the salad. Don't underestimate my ability to exact revenge. Sarah won't get the upper hand. All right, next you should pay my uncle a visit. He has a small camp at the top of the mountain near Springvale. He usually whiles his time away there when—
Aren't you coming with us, Eula?
I'm afraid that wouldn't be very convenient for me. Yes. Please do remember to pick up the dish.
I still have more recon to do in the wilderness.
Let's meet again. What an interesting bunch you are.
Here, the gebratenes Fleisch mit Sauerkraut is ready to go. And by the way, don't worry too much when Eula says strange things.
Paimon's been meaning to ask. No one could stand the sight of Eula when she was trying to speak, but she seemed to get along fine with you and Amber just now.
The people of Mondstadt don't take kindly to anyone bare. They are unable to see past her family. Therefore, they don't actually see you. So no matter what Eula tries to do, it's seen as a wrongdoing. It essentially strips the meaning of anything she tries to accomplish.
How come you're able to see Eula differently then?
Well, when she joined the Knights of Favonius, it caused many people signed a petition demanding that the Knights reverse their decision. At the same time, numerous members of the Lawrence clan crowded the entrance of the Knights of Favonius headquarters, clamoring.
Whoa. So both sides were unhappy.
That's right. So you can imagine how determined Eula must have been under. But thanks to Grandmaster Varka and the unwavering attitudes of others in the Knights of Favonius, they were able to in the eyes of the people, she's a stain on the Knights of Favonius. And in the eyes of the... But she simply fulfills her duty as a knight, silently helping one person after another. People like Eula should be approached with care and understanding. I believe a day will come when things will get better.
Once everything's settled, we should go talk to Eula again.
I'm glad. I think that would make her very happy. Take care. Please come again.
Diablo, está bien larga también.
Ah, it's you again. I thought I had rid myself of you two. A few humble words, huh? Yes, that sounds appropriate. Very well. I'm certainly not one to be narrow-minded. I'll overlook your previous misconduct for now.
Wow, this guy thinks so highly of himself.
Ah, a kindred spirit, I see. Yes, we must resist the blundering. Impressive. My intentions were to test your humility. It appears you have become well-versed in our etiquette.
Oh, so he was testing us.
Your conduct is satisfactory. I must say, such progress in such a short time is, if I may ask, from whence did you learn such a civilized manner of speech? Ah, good. Very good. You are bright. And compared with the common folk of Mondstadt, you certainly have...
By the way, we brought a gift. Paimon means we would like to present you with a small token of our goodwill.
Could this be? Gebratness? It's evident that your sentiment is genuine. As a young person nowadays, only it's been so long since I dug into a big, tasty... I beg your pardon. What I mean to say is, since... Ah, yes. This aroma, just as I remember it. And this...
Now even Paimon's starting to wonder what it tastes like.
I acknowledge your genuine goodwill. Such sincerity must certainly imply that you... wait, so you've come to know of this, too? It was meant to be a family secret. Well, considering your meticulous etiquette, you must be a talent of unusual fortitude. Please, come with me. We happen to be in need of competent to see some friends from a distant land. They have...
So he trusts us solely based on your etiquette.
Well then, let's get going, shall we? You...
Do you think his friends are the Fatui? Things will get sticky if the Fatui happen to recognize you. What should we do?
Ok, dos. De hecho, también yo estoy esperando que se termine para también yo decir adiós. Sí, siendo bien loneado el día de hoy, güey. Me piden hidro, ok.
This is how it must be.
Huh? Why have you put on a mask all of a sudden? Even if they are powerful, our status is much higher than... And therefore, we shouldn't allow them to admire our true faces.
Good thinking. Paimon thought for sure they would...
Let's proceed, shall we?
Sí, güey. Mucho. Es tedioso, es enfadoso, güey.
I heard that this area had already been purged once by the Knights of Favonius, but it's the only place around Mondstadt that is well concealed and spacious enough. Although it has fallen into disrepair and does not suit the tastes of the nobility, we simply have to make do for now.
Sorry.
Luego no me deja correr, güey.
Of course not. An aristocrat always moves with grace in his steps. Moving hurriedly is unacceptable.
As expected, it's the Fatui!
As expected?
Because we always see them around the city. They must be very powerful.
Huh. Nothing more than foreign ruffians with power and the ability to flaunt it. But they are favorable business.
Hold it right there! Who's this?
If you really must know. They're my guests. If you happen to offend them in even the slightest.
But this matter is of utmost secrecy. We must exercise caution.
You dare question the ways of a nobleman? I don't have time for this.
No need to sound all high and mighty like that. Fine. You may proceed.
Nothing here with us. They don't dare to question you.
Of course. That is the benefit of prestige. In past times, it would be a dire offense to speak to a nobleman in such a manner. We could determine a person's fate with the blink of an eye. And such glory will return to me again before long.
Where have I seen this person before? And who, may I ask, is this? We mustn't bring just anyone in here.
This is our new ally that I've recently met. They are completely trustworthy. You have the word.
Our plans are strictly confidential. It's not wise to bring in an outsider at this. Furthermore, there's been word that an outlander who joined the Knights of Favonius has been very active in Mondstadt.
Don't be ridiculous. Besides, my guest is well versed in the etiquette of the nobility. I'm the Knights of Favonius. Pay no regard to such details. They could never understand the intricacies of our etiquette.
And what about this thing?
You mean Paimon?
Enough! You dare question my word? Need I remind you who it is who has made... Without the support of the Lawrence clan, you would have all been driven out by the... You must immediately offer your sincerest apologies to my friend.
Fine. I'll take your word and make no further Now, to the matter at hand. Did you bring the diagram of
Oh, so that's what's going on.
Yes, of course. Here it is.
Let me see. Huh. Why is it so poorly drawn? Everything's so squig...
Excuse me? I'll have you know that I went to great lengths to carefully... That shape is the symbol of the Knights of Favonia.
Huh. I see. Crude, but I can make...
Of course, you needn't worry about that. Don't forget what we agreed upon. The flag of the Lawrence clan will fly above the rights to that building, as well as the whole of Mondstadt.
Yes, we will both profit from this agreement. There's no use We will make good use of the intel you provided. Also, be certain not to divulge our identity.
Don't worry, this matter is only between you and I. Once this is over, I shall stand atop the Favonius headquarters and rebuke their pathetic rule over... Perfect. Just as it once was, and just as it should be.
May I remind you once again that we mustn't act rashly.
Very well.
Huh? What are you doing?
That's right! It's the honorary knight and their trusty companion, Paimon! We're here to crush your evil scheme.
So this was all just a ploy to deceive...
It's your own fault! Who would put so much trust in someone?
After so much planning, this is how it ends? Huh? We'll see about that!
Just as I expected. I knew I should have never trusted these foolish... No matter. We already have the intel we need.
They're running off in different directions. Paimon remembers that this place is a dead end. Let's take care of the Fatui first and then deal with Schubert later.
Stay right there. That all you got?
Shadows of fate.
Killjoy, we've only just begun. See this? Quickly, you can't run. Well, neither can I. Don't be a killjoy. We've only just begun. I swear. Looks like I went too far.
No touching. Door is open. Let's go.
Don't touch me! Get out of my way! I'll leave on my own!
It seems we finally caught up with you. This place is crawling with Fatui. Oh, it's you. It seems your investigation went well.
Aha! I see now. So you're the one that taught them our etiquette. Furthermore, there is a rule in our family. Such traditions are never to be taught to outsiders.
Ah yes, rings a bell. So what? I had no reason not to teach.
You have brought shame to our family and ruined my plans. It's all for naught now.
I know that you poured great efforts into these plans, Uncle. But you were well aware that it was not the right...
Knight of Favonius? Let's get one thing straight. I am your uncle, and you are a member of the law. You still have a chance. Defeat every Knight of Favonius here. Then I shall plead with the family to spare you and give you a new...
So just to be clear, you want a Knight of Favonius?
I shall say this one last time. You are not A knight of... The blood of the Lawrence clan flows in your veins.
Since when have I ever complied with the will of the family?
Why, you unruly maid!
If anyone should be angry, it should be me. As a member of the Lawrence clan, you knowingly plotted against this. Had you ever stopped to consider the trouble it would bring to so many people? Had you considered how many enemies you would make trying to keep...
You dare lecture me?
That's right. In the name of the family that you so dearly revere. I've never experienced the age of glory you always speak of. And I've never understood our family. But I am capable of discerning right from wrong. And I deeply understand what freedom means to the people of Mondstadt. The Lawrence clan should never and will never become what you've dreamed it to be.
Oh, the disgrace of it all! How could such a rebellious monster...
Huh. Things are starting to get pretty hysterical here. Politeness and elegance seem to have...
That's enough fuss for today. You two, take him away. The honorary knight and I have other... Given that you've already taken action, I assume you've come across...
Hyman took a peek at their diagram. Your uncle had mapped out all of the knight's patrol routes and marked out...
And there was me thinking that he was just another elder of the family. And a lazy one at that. I never suspected he could stoop the... Let's discuss this later. Our first pri... More speed.
Oh shit.
Solidify!
Rack and ruin!
I must collect myself.
I condemn you!
Stabilize!
Hola Nat. Sí, a lo largo del juego salen así en las misiones legendarias. De hecho, esta es la misión legendaria de Eula, el personaje que traigo ahorita.
More speed.
Gather!
All hail!
Well,
Teamwork is dreamwork!
order guide you. Don't be a killjoy!
Eye for an eye!
Like I... Stabilize!
Written in the stars! Crush!
Let's end this quickly!
More speed! Rack and ruin! Freeze to the core!
I slipped up. Gather! Yes. This is it.
Born of ice and frost.
So quiet.
¿Cómo te fue hoy, Nat?
You dare provoke me! Fatui, come forth and dispose of her!
Eye for an eye.
Ahí lo hago. Yo lo hago.
Gather! This is trouble.
I condemn you. Flood of frost. Rack and ruin. This
Me
must
estuvo
be
muy
it.
pesado. ¿Qué
They may
pasó,
very
Nat?
well
¿Por qué
have
tuviste
already
mal
made a
día?
copy of it. But without my uncle as their puppet, there'd be no use in them attacking the city.
The Fatui wouldn't have relied only on your uncle.
True. But if their plan had hinged purely on taking Mondstadt by force, as opposed to with the help of a puppet, the Fatui are dishonest, but they wouldn't go as far as to start an open war. Their opposition wouldn't just be Mondstadt. Anyway, I'll inform the acting Grandmaster. She'll know how—
Oh yeah! You suddenly appeared at just the right moment!
Yeah, about that. Because you stole my targets by attacking the Fatui I'd been tracking earlier. I came to exact my vengeance. You tried to do my job for me, and I'm here to return the favor.
Finally! After all this time, Paimon— In reality, you sensed that something might happen to us during our— You were worried about us and your uncle, so you brought it—
My purpose was vengeance. Don't twist the story. You don't look too bright, but it turns out you have— And mark my words, I'll remember that.
Hey! What do you mean Paimon doesn't look too bright?
You have seeded a deep enmity between us. Just you. Even if you were to be completely destroyed, I would never forget you.
Bring it on!
I like your fighting spirit. I'll take this diagram back to the Knights of Favonia.
Sure! Well, see you around!
That you will. And make sure not to steal my—
Mames, estuvo larguísima ahora, güey. Como la de Jan Fei también estuvo súper larga. La de Songli, un putero de texto y así.
Good eye.
Ok, al fin se acabó. En 184. Y acá. Uy, quedan 2 días. Ok. Pues listo, ya estuvo por hoy. Vámonos.
Violet grass is a plant that
Voy a dejar ver
enjoys
si
a
no me
moist
faltó nada acá.
environment, and
No, ahí está.
it's best picked after it rains. you should choose to pick any, be sure to store them appropriately.
Ok. Bueno, chicos, me retiro por hoy. Tengan una bonita noche, gracias por pasar. Nos vemos después. ¿Sale? Chao.